So, you've discovered my refuge. You are most welcome to stay, traveler. Please, relax in the moss grove. It smells of lavender. Since you're here for a time, I hope you won't mind my company? Good. This is where I come to draw illustrations inspired by my muses. Just lie back and let my art inspire you.
This illustration is inspired by Casanova from TikTok. I've had a chance to commune with my muse, and here is their answer to my request. A panda trader. I have some ideas for this. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of taking this in a summery direction. I know it's fall right now, but the creative demons in my mind call the shots. I'm having a hard time deciding how to draw this. What style? How realistic? What characteristics? There's so many possibilities. The only thing I can think of for this panda merchant to sell is strawberries. No specific inspiration for this. Ooh, no, actually, traveler, have you watched Strawberry Shortcake? That's the inspiration. My art was critiqued as being too flat, which I totally agree with. I'm hoping that implementing a dynamic action pose will break me out of this tendency. You know, I was just thinking about how everyone's minds think differently, like mechanically. Take me, for example. I feel like there are two versions of me, two voices in my head, who talk back and forth with each other. But that isn't the case for everyone, right? For some people, I've heard it's just silent, no voice. Doesn't that sound eerie? The older I get, the more worried I am about wasting time. I don't expect to die anytime soon, but what if I don't get to do all the things I plan to before I die? Some beliefs say there's an afterlife, but I'm not sure. What's the point of dying if it's not really the end? Wow, what a bummer thing to bring up. Sorry, traveler. And this is supposed to be a relaxing place of respite. I don't know why I gave them armor, chest, and shoulder plates, and then shorts. Am I making a himbo panda merchant? I actually like that. This is awesome. The other day, I ran into this wooden kid, some kind of sentient scarecrow. It was dancing and playing a flute. They were funny, but the idea of a kid all alone was sad. I wonder if they have scarecrow parents. This is the lockbox with their earnings. I'm still finding my approach in drawing grass. I like it being more cartoony, but I still want my own spin on it. Not sure I found it yet, though. Traveler, did you know that I tried to be a merchant? Yep, much like our panda here, I would go to local events to sell my creations, like my art or my book. There's so much energy living that kind of life. It's so fun to travel somewhere and meet people. I liked it, but I wouldn't say my stuff sold well. I'm not much of a salesman, so not a huge surprise. I remember when I first started drawing, I wanted to be done as soon as possible with a piece, but now I wish I had more time with each one that I do to add more details. I think that's a sign of growth. Strawberries are so good. Top tier fruit. And blueberries! Yum! And bananas? Oh, come on. Love me a banana. I think I'm hungry. I thought the line art being hot pink was going to be really cute, but I'm not liking it now. Time to switch it up. I'm making it complementary to the color it is adjacent to, and hopefully that helps. I used to keep a dream journal. I heard that if you write down your dreams as soon as you wake up, then you'll slowly be able to control your dreams, and it actually worked. I mainly would fly around. I would love to be a fairy just flying through the trees. Tell me, Traveler, what do you think of it so far? Is it coming along well? Anything you would do differently? Don't worry, you won't hurt my feelings. Just be truthful. Traveler, you weren't here when I was visiting for my October drawing, but the muse also selected a furry character for me to draw. I wonder why the muses are so interested in this particular type of art. I always assumed the muse didn't like my drawing for them, unless they tell me otherwise. They don't always do that. The muses can be rather quiet, but I think it's because I'm still mastering my art arcana. When I become a master, I'm sure they'll be more vocal with me. This is where I'm struggling the most to make it look 3D. Fur is more difficult because it requires more details and I'm getting overwhelmed. The best I can come up with is changing the shape of the shadows to show the tufts of fur better. have any plans for Thanksgiving? I don't particularly care for the holiday. It's rather boring, and the traditional food isn't my favorite. If I can find a way to make it more fun. I don't want to go heavy on realism, so I'm adding random tufts of fur throughout the limbs. Hopefully that adds some depth to the piece. Okay, another shade of shadows too. Is this helping at all? I honestly can't tell anymore. The blades of grass definitely added more depth. I'm liking that. I was originally going to draw a tree in the background, but I'm really out of time, so I'm doing clouds shaped like strawberries instead, to also really emphasize the theme. Toasted strawberries. Yum. And the Panda merchant is done. It looks like a warm summer evening. Those are the days I'd have the best naps.
My gratitude to you for sitting a spell and sharing a moment of your time in one another's company. With your heart and soul now rejuvenated, carry on into the world with bravery and love. Until we meet again, traveler.